There's a safety problem with jockeys charging down at 60 kilometers per hour beside the running rail. When they fall off, they fall into scaffolding poles. So I spent some time doing some research into how this could be made a bit more safe for Australia, who love a good bit of sport. So I looked at computer models and did some testing, and we discovered breakaway posts could really work, and they could hold out a 500 kilo animal and break away if a jockey hits them at the base. This is to do with the detachment point and how the loading happens. So I had to get out and do some testing. Okay, Adrian, the sun's going down on a day of testing.
Very successful testing. Straight shooter would have been all over and done with at 10 o'clock this morning.
So, Chris, what happened today?
What happened today?
We might have got $1 million.
I think we solved the problem.
The jockey's profession is the second most dangerous profession in the world. We've all been competing with steel uprights and aluminium running rails. When we're going at 60 kilometres an hour, riding horses that weigh 500 kilos, the last thing we want is steel and aluminium put around us.
There's many major aspects of the new rail which make it a much safer rail. The main one being that if a jockey comes off a horse, travels under the rail, and manages to be unlucky enough to find one of the legs, the post will mechanically detach itself from the anchor that's in the ground. If he hits it at 60 kilometres an hour, he'll go out the other side of the leg at 55 kilometres an hour. Compared with the steel rail, they're almost an immovable object, meaning it's a significant impact, and it can be a serious, if not a more serious injury that comes from it.
We find that if a horse does get crowded and put on top of the rail, we find that it forces us back into the field, which is a lot safer instead of going through the rail, which has happened in the past.
Yeah, the new running rail is certainly much safer to relocate, being that they're not using sledgehammers, and now they're avoiding potential back injuries by using hydraulic powered equipment to install it. It's a lighter and easier process to relocate.
Everyone's a lot more confident in the risk that we all have to take anyway, but just not to have steel and aluminium put around us with the new plastic.
Plastic rail does not break upon impact. Instead, it elevates, springs. The rail also significantly reduces the risk of manual handling.